Hello everybody. Today I'm going to show you how you can connect Pabbly with Quriobot, Google Sheets and Aura. Remember the last time that I have made the tutorials about Zapier and Quriobot. You can use those information, that information to this tool as well. So I'm not going to explain you in details everything. You have to watch the other tutorials. If you like this video, then give me a thumbs up and consider to subscribe on my channel. Let's go on. As you can see, the last time that I've made a tutorial about Zapier, we put this value into Quriobot. We have to go to connections and notifications and add response, and then you have to put in this value, and in this case it's an email, first name and last name, but you can also change it in every other and in everything that you use into the bot. And this is connecting with the variables and the steps. So we have to make the steps. That's is corresponding with this. And when we enter the bots, then you can see that the steps have also the values of an email and first name and the last name. So I'm not going to explain you this in detail because I already did it. Then we have to go to the channels. And no, I'm so sorry. Of course, to the connection and notifications, and then we have to choose here for just on webhook. As you can see, the last time we have chosen Zapier or Quriobot, and then you have to paste here an URL that you can find here from Pabbly. Put it off before you're doing that, and make sure that you have the default English language. So I'm in the Netherlands, so this is a translation for the Netherlands, but use the English version, and toggle out the ad blocker if you have that on your computer. Then copy this and paste it into Quriobot here, and then go back and toggle on connect, capture webhook, and once you have done that, go back to Quriobot, go to the preview settings, start the bot, enter the email. May I have your email? Yes. And the first name and the second name, and when you have done that, then you will see that there is a response and it's okay. When that doesn't work and you don't see here anything, or you see errors, then something went wrong. I must say that this tool is not always reacting correctly on this moment. It's still on development, and if you reach the chat bot and you ask them, can you help me, And when it's a technical question, then they always say please contact support with an email address. So they also can use Quriobot, because Quriobot can do the same, and it's a lot easier. But okay, when you have when this is working correctly, then you can make scenarios. So for example, filter, we're going to discuss that later. For example, Aura, and if you can see, you must connect with Aura. It can take a while. Don't be disappointed if it doesn't work. And then you can choose one of the task list, comments, projects, and so on. And as you can see here, these are the projects. I'm so sorry. These are the lists. So in this case, I have made a list. But you can also adding a new list. I have to delete this so I can show you guys that everything working very well. You can create a comment and so on and so on. So you can play around with that. If the connection was successful, then you can choose here the email. And when you push the hamburger, then you can also choose for the first name and last name in my case, and then it will adding the first name or the last name. You have to choose the projects and the lists. So here on projects you see the projects, and I've used this one, window cleaner. I'm not a window cleaner, but I always using window cleaner because my father was a window cleaner. And then incoming lists, this one, and then Google Sheets. We have the Google Sheets. You have to connect again with Google Sheets. Then you have to use this one. It's here, and this one is here under on the button. And then you can also use the hamburger to collecting the email, the first name, and don't forget the dots. You do it exactly as it says here, separate it, otherwise you're getting into problems. And you can see if it's working well, and then you can send a test request. So let's do that with Aura, because we have deleted all the emails. And you can see it went well. Let's delete it. Now, if you are copying this URL and you want to paste it, so we hit the copy button and we go in here and we want to paste it, don't just use paste, but use the second one, otherwise it might give you some problem. So don't copy and paste, but copy and go to this one. In my case it's Dutch. And I must notice that you can receive information from Google or other tools. You can only send. Now, when using Quriobot or Zapier, you can also receive information. So rows, for example, this row, and then you want to use this for the value into the Quriobot. You can do that with this tool, but you can do that with Quriobot. And then you can use this goes, for example, and the function, give them a function, and then the values and the callback, so the results, it will give the results, and you can watch the other tutorials where I've explained how it works. And but you can't do that with this particular tool. So that's the difference between Zapier, Quriobot and Pabbly. Maybe they will adding it later on. Okay, the filter, you can use a filter. So I've used in this case the filter that it only capture when an email address, as you can see, you can choose other things, when it ends with NL or .com. So if it's an email that doesn't end with NL and .com, then it won't capture the data, and you can add another condition if you want. So let's see that in action. We're going back to the bots and what's your email address. So remember, it was only that we capture NL and .com. So use something else. Info. Sorry guys for Quriobot, I use your name, but it's also your tool. And then, for example, Italy. I don't know if it's Italy, but and then so let's see. It doesn't work now. You see, nothing happens. There is nothing happening. Sorry. But if we're using NL or .com, so welcome, hello, I am Quriobot, hello, and then we're using, for example, .nl. It makes no sense at all. It's not an email, but go for a lot of Marcos, and then Marco 5, then it will be Appla, and here it is, and then you can drag and drop it on every position that you want to have it. You see, here it is. So that is it basically. Did I forgot something? I don't know. If you have made the connection, then you can see here all the connections that you have made. And when it doesn't work and you notice that there is a conflict, for example, you have made 10 times the connection with ORA, and then you can go here and you can give them another name. You see, you can choose here, so whatever you want. You can give them another name, or you can push the dots and then on delete. Sometimes it's necessary to do that because there can be a conflict. I must say, the connection is not always great. So sometimes you're getting a little bit frustrated because it just doesn't work. You know, especially when you have another scenario and you put in YouTube. Last time when I tried it, it didn't work very well, and then suddenly the other day it works. So I think they are still developing the tool and optimize it. But there are quite a lot of tools that you can use. For example, Zoom, and another one that I like is Amelia. But you can see this here, Amelia. No, why not? Because it must be a first step. I'll show you what I mean. It's here, because it's the first step. And then you will see Amelia. Here it is. And in Elementor forms, and so on and so on. So keep that in mind, that it's not always possible to adding a scenario with the tools that are here. No, because there must be a following step. So yeah, that you must keep that in mind. Alright, that was it for this tutorial. I hope you liked it. Subscribe and give me thumbs up. And when you have a question, I only answer the questions on Facebook. In this case, also on the Quriobot user group. See you and thank you for watching.